Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Aini Nanda Alifkha, and I will explain about my answer from several questions. Number one, what do you know of the formulation stage and syntactical knowledge?
The formulation stage is the second phase of language production where we prepare and create speech by selecting words and constructing sentences. At this stage, our mind organizes appropriate words and syntactic structure to convey meaningful speech based on the intention set during the conceptualization stage. It requires syntactical knowledge to structure sentences appropriately. And syntactical knowledge refers to the ability to combine words into coherent sentences using grammar. It involves understanding sentences structure and rules of grammar to convey abstract concepts through spoken or written communication.
Number two, what is the relationship between formulation stage and syntactical knowledge?
Syntactical knowledge is essential during the formulation stage as it follows individuals to combine words into grammatically correct sentences. Without this knowledge, it would be difficult to structure meaningful speech as the formulation stage requires constructing sentences that are syntactically correct and easy to articulate.
Number three, what are the differences among lemma, lexeme, word, vocabulary, as well as entry?
The differences among lemma, lexeme, word, vocabulary, and entry is lemma is the abstract representation of a word that connects a concept with its meaning. It is chosen during the formulation stage when a relevant word is needed to express an idea. And then lexeme is the actual form of the word that represent a concept, either spoken or written. And then words is the basic unit of language, consisting of one or more morphemes. It can refer to both lemmas and lexeme in use. And then vocabulary is the collection of words known as used in a particular language or by an individual. And then the last entry is a single unit in a dictionary of database that provide information about words.
Number four, what do you know of grammatical encoding in the formulation stage?
Grammatical encoding is the process of constructing sentences by combining selected lexemes using implicit grammar knowledge. This process involves assigning grammatical roles to lexemes such as subject, object, and verb, and organizing them into sentences. Grammatical encoding consists of two separate but interrelated processes, namely functional processing and positional processing. Functional processing refers to the decision taken to assign appropriate roles to lexeme, words that have been chosen to represent concept or facts. And then positional processing refers to the decision to determine the correct grammatical pattern to be given to the selected lexemes used as rules for organizing the variety of lexemes into a string of grammatical sentences.
Number five, what do you know of the articulation stage and phonological knowledge?
The articulation stage is the final phase of language production, where the speech is basically produced by pronouncing words and sentences. This stage involves translating the mental representation of sentences into spoken language with attention to clarity and ease of understanding. Meanwhile, phonological knowledge is the understanding of how sounds are used in a language, including how phonemes combine to form syllables, words, and sentences. It is critical for correctly producing and articulating speech.
Number 6. What is the relationship between articulation stage and phonological knowledge?
Phonological knowledge is crucial in the articulation stage because it ensures that the sounds of words are produced correctly according to phonological rules. Phonological knowledge helps us to correctly pronounce the word during the articulation stage. Without this knowledge, speech could be unclear or misunderstood.
Number 7. What is phonological rule and what are its characteristics?
A phonological rules is a guideline that governs how sounds are organized and articulated in a language. Its characteristics include phonological rules are intuitive. Speaker know what sounds are acceptable or not without formal learning, and then phonological rules are untaught and unconscious, acquired naturally through communication, not by explicit teaching. And then phonological rules are language specificity. Phonological rules vary across language. And the last is phonological rules are language productivity, applied universally, even the new words.
Number 8. What do you know of phonological encoding?
Phonological encoding is the process of translating an abstract word's form into a sequence of sounds that can be articulated. It involves assigning appropriate sounds to words and ensuring they follow the phonological rules of the language.
Number 9. As a whole, can you explain the process of language production?
Language production consists of several stages. The first is conceptualization, where we develop an idea or intention to communicate. The second is formulation, where we select the appropriate words and organize them into sentences using syntactical knowledge. The last is articulation, where we produce speech by pronouncing the words according to phonological knowledge. The process also involves different types of knowledge, that is semantical knowledge and syntactical knowledge and then phonological knowledge to create a coherent and understandable speech.
I think that's all from me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.